Welcome to the West Indian Women Network. I am Priscilla Ramcharan, originally from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm currently in the United States. And I have a fabulous guest here who is the founder of Dara Publishing, Miss Reaa. Welcome, and please introduce yourself and your business for us.
Well, firstly, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to share on your platform. It's such an inspirational thing when women could come together or just people in, of all different walks of life. So thank you for extending this invite for me to be here. I truly appreciate it. My name is Reaa Rodney, and I too am originally from Trinidad. So we have that in common. So that is so great. I am an author. I'm an international best-selling author. I am the CEO and founder of Dara Publishing, which is my publishing company. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a speaker. I'm someone who consider myself to be a jack of all trades, or I would say a serial entrepreneur. I'm very passionate about helping people and just making a positive change in the world. So yeah, I'm a mom of 3 young adults, a wife, and I usually start with a woman of God. So God, please forgive me that I put you last. I think I just got excited, but yes, that is me in a nutshell.
Congratulations to you. I am so honored to be in your presence. I strive to be like you. And
Oh,
God will understand we're excited right now.
yes.
Indeed. So, what was your inspiration to launch your business, to become serial entrepreneur?
Wow, if I really get into that, we will be here all day. So let me see if I could summarize this. I never in a million years thought I would have been an author, a CEO, have my own company. It was never in my mind. I never saw myself even being able to do such, I would say, great work.
Yeah.
However, I was in college here pursuing my American dream. I wanted to become a nurse. It's something that I felt like I could definitely achieve. And in 2013, I enrolled, to start that process. And shortly in, I got very ill. I battled my way through. I graduated with honors, with an associate degree. I had to pause at that. And I was very devastated because I really wanted to be a pediatric nurse once I became a nurse. And that love for children just stemmed from me as a young age, caring for my brothers and siblings. Well, I'm sorry, my siblings. And, I just love children. So I felt crushed and I just did not know what to do. And I was also, even though I was a woman of faith, I was really battling because an education was something I was fighting for. And God told me, write for my healing. And I said, right, because I'm also a stutterer. I have a speech impediment and a lisp. People don't hear that much because I've learned how to cope and work with it. But also, once I embrace that disability, I would say, then the pressure came off. So then I speak more authentically with less anxiety so I could be a little bit more fluent. And I said, write a book. First off, I didn't even think I had the skilled knowledge or understanding. And then I didn't think I would have been able to articulate this book. But I was obedient to God, and that obedience led me to write my first children's book that was really a walk of faith. And really, my coach was God. And at this time, I'm very sick. And I wrote that first book. I published it in October 2016. And the Holy Spirit just kept putting books within me. But God told me one profound thing. He said, create a company. Because in the future, you're going to publish books for people. I didn't see it. I did not see it. But I was, again, a woman of faith and obedience. So I trusted God and I launched my company, Dara Publishing. Dara is my second name. My name is Reaa Dara. And even the inspiration for my logo, everything just came from God. And in 2017, the year after, I wrote and published 9 books.
Wow.
I also became, yes, because it became also my healing, right? I'll be propped with pillows and I'll be very ill, but the writing became therapeutic. But I want to tell you something. In that time when I was going through the worst time of my life, I was also discovering who I am. And I was transforming like a butterfly in a cocoon or a caterpillar. I was going through those stages. So during those rough times, I emerged a life coach. Why did I become a life coach? Because while I was embarking on this journey of becoming an author, I found myself dealing with self-doubt, fear, I lacked confidence, I didn't have love for myself. So I wanted, and because I started hanging around in this circle, I started to hear things like life coach. So I hired someone to help mentor me so I could build myself. And what happened from that is that I saw myself being that. Because I've always been that for everyone. Now I had a name. So I became a certified life coach. And for the past 4 years, I was publishing my book. Wow. And then 2020, illness again. I almost died from COVID. I was one of the first set of people in New York. I was hospitalized March 20th with COVID, fighting for my life. Oh, wow. And when I went in, hundreds of people died. Yes. When I came out, that was the time they were showing you all the refrigerators on the outside. We had like almost 5,000 deaths in New York, but I walked out. And God told me in May, which was a month after, that I'm not to go back to work. Now is the time for me to launch and work for people. And I'm being quite honest. He gave me a blueprint for my business. Wow. I didn't hire a mentor or coach. He gave me a blueprint and I followed that blueprint. I reconstructed my website, because everything served me as an individual author. But now I was going to go out there and help other people become authors. And I opened my door for Dara Publishing, which we just celebrated our 70 in business last year. Wow. And this year, thank you. This year will be my 8th year. And I opened that door. And it has been a roller coaster since 2021, January. I opened the door for Dara Publishing. I had a surge of clients. I was featured back home on TV6. I was on The Guardian, The Express. So it brought me a lot of visibility and a lot of clients. 2022 was a remarkable year for my business. And last year was a little bit challenging because, it's the season. Now it was a time for me to pivot. Right. And that is really the inspiration. Like I said, I cannot just answer that question and say, well, I always knew I wanted to. Right. That would be a lie. Or this was the path I wanted to take. No, it was just a series of things happening, but it was bringing me to my core purpose. Right. And as a woman of faith, but a woman in general, I've always had a way. I'm a very intuitive person. Right. And in the spiritual place, I'll say, I'm a very discerning person. And even when I do my business, I am in ministry. The exact word from God is that I am instructing you now to open this door and I'm going to send people to you. And you're going to be connected to them by their stories. So I would say curiosity like you. Yes. When I sit in this Zoom room, it's important for me to allow that time during my consultation so that person could tell me about themselves. Yes. Because I'm telling you, 10 out of 10, we are connected. Whatever is their back end story, it's something that I've been through. And I'm able to implement that coaching. I'm able to support them so we could birth that book. Wow. What an incredibly inspiring story. I sense a biography in the works. One day. I'm so busy making people author and publishing their biography, but I do have a few books that God already laid in my heart. Indeed, and amen to you. I'm really, really impressed and amazed, and I truly connect with those messages flowing in that is beyond us, where we are the vessel, we are the tool to create a better life for ourselves and for the people that we come in contact with. Yes. Sure. And what is your motivation each day to continue forward? When I think about motivation, I ask myself the same thing. Priscilla, I could tell you, I become a workaholic. Working for yourself, first off, because I do my business now full time. In fact, this month it's going to be my third year doing that. Wow. It adds pressure on you. It tests you. You know, the saying good goal have to be tested.
Yes.
And what I'm seeing about myself is that I'm strong. I'm seeing that I was meant for this.
Yes.
But what keeps me motivated is my obedience first to God, because I'm like, you told me to do this.
Right.
And because I've went through so much of bad things in my life, I don't even want to call it bad, because now with the mindset that I have, I understand that that was my walk and my journey to make me into the individual that I am. So when I meet people on different walks of life, I'm able to connect with them with what they're going through because I've been there.
Right.
So I realized that I was in school or like a soldier in the army, I was in boot camp. And it's tedious when they're out there. My nephew just graduated and he's out now. He's an army veteran. And I was grieving for him while he wasn't there. It was tough. It was really tough.
Right.
But in the end, he's stronger.
Yes.
He has a stable job. Yes. He went in there scrawny, but he came out big.
Ooh.
And that is my journey.
On
So
the inside and outside.
Yes. So that motivation is really being obedient first to God, because understanding that he instructed this of me. And I love doing it. Right. So that is something too, right? And I challenge myself. I challenge myself. The Reaa I was 3 years ago when I embarked on this journey to open up my door and start working with people, it's not the Reaa I am now. Right. So I'm always seeing growth. And I want to show my children, my young adult children that ages from 27 to 23, that it doesn't matter what life throws at you. You have to decide, am I going to roll over? You have to empower you. Yes. That's what it boils down to. So every day I'm motivated to get up in spite of the good days, the bad days. Then I have clients. Hey, when people pay money, you got to deliver.
And they're showing up for you. So
yes. And quitting is never an option for me. Right. So it's about just really understanding my mission, understanding that I am able to do all things, understanding that this is my purpose. I'm walking in my destiny. It's not just about publishing a book, because when people meet with me, lives are transformed, right? And this is my calling. You know, so I rise up. Every day in life is not going to be easy. Right. But once you understand your journey, Priscilla, then that will be what will keep you motivated. And like I said, I have the mindset now that even though something may not be fun, even though something may look like it's a disaster, it is there for a purpose. So rather than look at that circumstances or that situation as a negative thing now, I've developed the skill. And how did I get that skill? My years of being ill, which, by the way, I'm healed. I'm also celebrating my 7-year healing anniversary, right, this year. So because I went through that, I've learned now to look at situation and ask myself, what are you trying to teach me? Right. Last year, Priscilla, my business was a bit slow. And at first I found myself being overwhelmed and frustrated and depressed and also scared. Is my business going to crash on the 3rd year? Because I mean, the 2nd year was really good. But you know what I heard God told me? He said, even though in the season where it may look like things are slow, here is why I want you now to elevate. Because if I'm busy with 40, 50 clients, there's no room for me to grow. Right. There's no room for me to invest in my business or my knowledge. So I've developed that mindset. Okay, God, so you know, I hired a coach. I did some marketing. I learned some Facebook, right? So this year I have more to bring to my table. And guess what? God showed up and provided. I made it through last year, fine. So it's my mindset, my belief in God, my obedience, you know, the fact that I want to be this role model, not just for my children, but there are people in Trinidad reach out to me. Reaa, I remember when you used to sell barbecue. I remember when you used to work at PFC, and to them, seeing me on TV, knowing that I've written 21 books, And I've worked with so many different people. To them, it's like, wow,
Yes.
so all these things keep me going.
That is marvelous, really marvelous. And your energy protrudes from your posts on Facebook. It doesn't even have to be a video, but a simple image, and you can feel that passion where, I wanted to connect with you because I felt like, wow, this is a woman that's really kind of living my personal dream, being that entrepreneur, inspiring others, connecting everyone. So, really, congratulations to you. And like you said, it wasn't a bad situation. It was where you needed to stop and take care of you, build
Yes.
yourself up. But you weren't alone. You have the universal powers
Yes.
carrying you through, and also the
Yes.
power of our ancestors.
Yes.
Right?
It's
This
so
is beautiful. So, my dear, you will send all of the links to connect with you on every level, and we'll drop it in the description box. We'll share it around, and you can touch so many lives that I really feel so amazing to be in your presence.
Well, I just thank you for giving me this opportunity because, there's no platform big or small. I believe wherever we go, we got to shine this light because even me sitting here, you might think that I'm adding to your program, but you're also adding to me, and I just want to share that with you because from the moment we connected, like I said, I am a spiritual person and I've already felt led by God to just impart so much to you and share so much. So I'm also looking forward for us talking on the back end. Um, and this is an opportunity, like I said, also for me because it doesn't matter. I believe if someone could have an audience of a wide audience, or it could be intimate. There's someone there who needs to hear from us.
Absolutely. And you're welcome to come back anytime, dive deeper into your work, share what you're doing. If you have any specific promotions or new projects that you're launching, I'd be happy to hear all about it
Yes,
for
but I
sure.
do have a program that I'm going to launch this year, getting ready to work on that, as a publisher. Can I just share?
Yes, for sure.
But first up, I think we talk about me working or being the CEO of Dara Publishing, but I didn't really quite say what it is I do, right? So just for your audience sake, so I am a self-publishing consultant and book coach. So I work with aspiring and also seasoned authors, but I'm trying now to get even more defined with that niche, specifically for marketing. But if you ask me, everyone have a story and everyone should
Mhm.
write a book. Right. So what I do, I call myself the midwife.
Woohoo.
I help you to birth that book.
I
You know,
love
so
this.
I travail with you throughout the conception, all the different things with this book. So, I have authors. You want to know something? I think I probably published about 10 books from people living in Trinidad. I have about 10 authors on the ground in Trinidad. But
Wow.
all together, I probably think I probably already hit about 15 authors already from Trinidad, some here in the US and some home. And I work with people who want to publish a book. Some of them may have already written the book, and some people need help in the writing and the mentorship aspect. So I do offer both those assistance. I have a full team, so it's a bit of done for you and done with you. So we do everything in the creative and in the publishing part, but there are times, especially if the client is doing the writing of the book, they will have to write their book, right? So that's why we will be assisting them. But I do have a program coming up. It's called the Thought Leadership Anthology Program. And
Ooh.
with this program, I'm actually looking to get 20 women. Now, if men come, I might be open, but women are my ideal audience, and that is who God sent my way to help me. 20 women to be a part. Now, it's a program we're going to all be collaboratively writing this book. I've done 2 already.
Ooh.
And it's a program geared to not only help you to share your story, but to also show you how to monetize and leverage this book. Because I'm going to be doing masterclass training, and I'm also going to have speakers come in and talking to you or with the group. But it's all of us coming together. We write one chapter. There is an investment, of course, because it's a program. We write one chapter. You have access to the book to sell and keep 100% of the royalty. But what you're going to learn in that program during that 12 weeks, number one, you're going to also become a #1 best-selling author, guaranteed.
Ooh.
But what you're going to also learn within that program is how to monetize and leverage your book. But that training is not just tailored for a book. So it could be a skills in general. It could be a business. So I'm going to show you 3 ways in that program. One is to take that book and based on the topic and become a speaker. So I'm not just going to tell you, but I'm going to show you the things that is needed and the how to. Also to take the message, the theme or your passion and turn that into a course or a workshop or a digital whatever it is, right? So now that is 2 ways you're monetizing and leveraging that book and also creating or establishing a merch product or online store. And all these things is what I have done. Right. So just think about, you sell a book, you get a royalty. You sell a program. Right. Think about it. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. Wow. Where did that come from? That will never happen though. Although I've always been told you should be a lawyer. But anyhow,
most Trini women have been told.
yes. We're so good at debating, right? And standing up for ourselves. But think of what I'm showing you. I have done it, but I'm not the only one. I didn't reinvent the wheel. I've done it because there are many people out there doing it, known people as well as everyday people. I took my passion, skill, and expertise of being an author and knowing how to publish this book, and I created a 6-figure business because that's where my business sits now at 6-figure, right? And how do I do that? I have publishing programs. Right. So you might be a life coach where you mentor women how to leave the 9 to 5. You might write this book about it. That might be the chapter you talk about. But now you're going to create your program and show them how to. If you sell that program for $500, let's just to make it easy match. You sell that program for $1,000. You get 10 people enrolled. That's 10,000.
Right. Perfect.
Right. But that came from the book. So this is it in a nutshell. But yeah, I'm very excited about that.
That's wonderful. Yes, for sure.
I've already made roughly about almost 35 women international best-selling author through this program. And now I'm getting ready to launch it this year again.
Perfect. I just jotted down some names that came to mind. So
oh, great.
Yeah,
great.
I'd be happy to extend. So I really appreciate your time and all of the work that you're doing. You know, I'm so happy. It just seems like you came to me in a way and I connected with you. So do you have any final messages for our viewers?
Well, for me, it's all about inspiration. And I think my most profound message to everyone is for you to understand that you have a gift. And I don't want to get all spiritual, but the Bible said that our gift will make room for us. Now, some people are intellectually gifted. So I'm not saying that don't get an education. I'm not saying you need an education to forego that. But each and every one of us have a gift, and our gift are here because it defines who we are. And I just want to encourage your viewers. It doesn't matter what that gift is, right? That gift will make room for you. But you have to embrace it, and you have to go out there and let it be of service. And even in the realm of what I do with publishing, I tell my clients, you have a gift, you should have a book. You have a business, you should have a book. So that is always, it's one of the opening door to putting your gift out there into the world. But I want you to understand that you are unique in your own way. You have a gift right now. You're an author, you're a YouTuber, and you do a really good interview, right? You have this group and you have your community and your desire to help people, and you're putting it out there. We all have gifts. And there's no big gifts, there's no small gift. There's no gift that is higher than the other. That's a mindset thing, right? So I want you to shift your mindset. I want you for 2024 to really do some introspection and identify what brings me joy, what makes me light up, what do I do well, that I could, and it is a blessing to others. And once you identify your gift, I want you to own your gift, hone in on this gift. And I want you to put your gift out there. Trust your gift and put it out there and watch that gift work back in your favor. And it will work back in many ways. It makes us feel emotionally happy, fulfilled. It boosts our confidence. But your gift is also there to bring a financial blessing as well.
Indeed.
If
What a
you talk
beautiful
well,
message.
if you
Yes,
talk well, then you could be a speaker, right?
yes.
Understanding your gift. You cook well. I just encourage my sister to go online with a catering business. Wow. Wow. From June to now, wow. And she cooks well. And
Wow.
now she's getting business with the police, the prison, the DPP, or whoever, all those big names in Trinidad,
That's
right?
amazing.
And it's
Yeah.
about just putting your gift out there. So I just want to encourage your viewers to just understand that they are gifted and they are unique, and that the gift is there to make room. And if you've been holding your gift hostage, if you have that gift on that shelf and keep saying next year, I want to encourage you to let 2024 be the year that you release your gift. And
Wow.
that is my motivational message.
Amazing. What a beautiful way to end the interview. And I truly agree with you 100,000%. I can't wait to have you back on and to see what we have in store for the future. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so, so much. So thank you again. And we can say bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.